Will William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, allow himself to lose Rigathi Gachagua, that is his deputy president, coming 2027 before the general election is done? Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua, that is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, took a tour or went to Uasin Gishu, that is in Eldoret, that is part of Rift Valley. And what surprised me is that we all know the reason as to why Rigathi Gachagua went silent for for the past 1 week, for last week. For 7 days, for almost 7 days, boycotting 11 events or 11 state house events that were organized by the president. And when he was asked, he claimed that he went for prayers. He needed time to meditate. Now, one main reason as to why, I told you here that one main reason as to why Rigathi Gachagua went silent was simply because he was denied access to the military choppers that he was supposed to use to go to Bomet for tree plantation. Yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua was seen, or Rigathi Gachagua used the presidential jet to go to Uasin Gishu. That is what I want us to begin. That is what I want us to look at. For the first time, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was allowed access to the presidential jet to Uasin Gishu. Okay, as much as we all know that when the president is not around, the second in command becomes the acting president, or takes the space or take the chance of the president himself. So he acts as the president while the president is away. And for the past days, the president has been away for the US, and Gachagua got access to the jet. But now the surprising part of it is here. The way Rigathi Gachagua was received in Uasin Gishu, that is in Eldoret, surprised me. And that is what I want us to talk about. I want us to talk about two things. The way Rigathi Gachagua was received in Eldoret, that is in Uasin Gishu, and the way, the reason as to why Oscar Sudi decided to post his meeting with the Rigathi Gachagua. There is that one of jet and flying the jet, that is not important. The important part of this video is here. Why did Oscar Sudi decide to post on his Twitter handle about his meeting with Rigathi Gachagua? We all know very well that Oscar Sudi is the greatest and the greatest ally of William Samoei Ruto. And sometimes he normally says that he's an engineer. And he says that he engineers a lot of things, and anything that he wires, there must be fire. Some people don't understand that word fire.
Sababu ninaitwa engineer ni kwa sababu ya mambo mengi. Mimi ni engineer mawaya. Unajua mawaya ni mingi. Unajua nimeona mawaya hapo. Mimi si engineer line moja. Sasa mimi ni engineer tu wa kuonesha mawaya na waka moto hapo.
During his statement. But I think what Oscar Sudi was trying to do, this is what Oscar Sudi said. I just want to read for you what he tweeted in his Twitter handle, and then we discuss about it. The letter says, the tweet itself: I welcome Deputy President Rigathi to our great county of Uasin Gishu as he plans to tour the county from today. Karibu sana Rigiji. That is the word of Oscar Sudi. He's welcoming, of course, okay, he's showing us that he's welcoming Rigathi Gachagua because he's the deputy president to Uasin Gishu for his tour. But I want us to look at this thing deep, very deep. I told you that if you want to know anything that the president is thinking, or what is in the mind of the president, you have to listen to any statement that Oscar Sudi is making. One of the friends of Oscar Sudi, that is the former MP of Bahati, There is something that he said that I want you to listen to. He was accusing Oscar Sudi together with the other people.
Ninawauliza, the same people, huyu ni Faruk, huyu ni Sudi, huyu ni waziri Murkomen. Hawa ndio sasa wameongoza incitement na mpango ya kupiga deputy president. They have enough money. Murkomen 10%, 20%. Hakuna mtu hajui pahali tulikuweko na pahali tuko. In fact, wengi tukiuliza mzuri, kama bibi zao wataweza kuulizwa mzuri wakubali kusema, wengine walikuwa na underwear mbili peke yake. Ukioga unakausha hiyo, unaweka hiyo nyingine. Today tunaonesha Mungu tumbo. Using the same money kupiga watu. Hiyo group ukienda Eldoret ni problem. Wanakosi with waheshimiwa wale wengine. Ukienda Nandi is the same people. Ukienda Kericho the same. Ukienda Bomet is the same people creating problem. Ukienda Narok is the same people. Just because of small money. Faruk, wewe ndio unapanga hiyo mikutano yote. Ati ya vijana. Wewe. Sudi. Ambaye tulilia na wewe machozi tukitafuta hii serikali. Murkomen. Na najua huyo deputy president unapiga wewe Murkomen alikusaidia kuingia kwa hiyo kiti. Kwa sababu wewe mwenyewe ulikuwa umechaguliwa senator. I know even when he went nyumbani kwake ukamuomba azungumze na rais upewe hiyo kiti. Wizi imekuwa kubwa sana. Gachagua akisema amesameheana na Uhuru, it becomes an issue. Kwa niko kusameheana aina mbili? It becomes an issue. Hii vita tusiingize vita, turudishe vita tulikuwa naye tena. Sasa tuanze sasa kubrandi Uhuru ndani ya hii maneno na yeye amelitaya. Tuanze sasa kuingiza tena hiyo siasa ya kupigana. And I want to tell the president, I want to tell the Kenyans, mimi sina energy tena ya kupigana siasa nyingine ya ukabila. I have no energy. I've just 1.5 years. Mimi miaka 2 sina kazi. And I'm not complaining. Because sikuwa napigania serikali nipate kazi. Tulikuwa napigania serikali iwe nzuri. Mwananchi akae kwa njia nzuri. So I have all rights. Nikizungumza niseme this one is not good. Ni haki yangu nikizungumza mambo kama hayo. Na mjue kitu moja, Wajiko si mjinga. Wajiko anaangalia tu. And I want to support and say, mambo ya kuomba msamaha kama ni ya deputy president, kusameheana na Muigai Uhuru Kenyatta, hiyo ilikuwa wakati wa siasa, watu wanakuarushana. Baada ya hiyo watu wasameheane. Hata mimi nasema, if I did wrong to the former president, anisamehe. Na yeye ile anifanya baya, hata mimi anisamehe. Kwa sababu this politics. Kwa sababu ya kitu natafuta, it is Bible. Biblia imesema, baada ya watu wakiomba, hata bishop waombe, nani aombe, unaweza kusikia mama huko nyuma ama mtu mwingine anasema tuombe maombi ya mwisho. This is the prayer. Inasemaga nini? Baba wetu ulio mbinguni, tusamehe dhambi zetu kama tunavyowasamehea wale tunakaa na hawa. So we want forgiveness from God, but we don't want to forgive wale watu tunakaa na hawa. Sasa hiyo itaenda mpaka itaanza kurudisha ukabila. Unajua ka group imetaja, they are doing there on their zone only 40 million, 60 million harambe. Mtu mmoja atoa 3 ambaye tunajua pahali walitoka. 3 milioni 4, mwingine anaambia wajumbe kaeni huko nyuma. Mimi sasa ndio niko hapa mbele. So hiyo siasa hiyo. Sasa Eldoret there's a problem. Wenyewe Sudi anafuruga huko wakiwa na Murkomen. Na wametoka minority huko. Sasa huko siasa hiyo iko naijua inaendelea. Kutoka hapo walifuruga Nandi. Kutoka hapo walifuruga Kericho. Kutoka hapo Bomet waliaibisha rais because of giving the money. Ile walikuwa wanapeana pesa. Walikuwa wanapeana pesa, rais akuja watu wapigane, ni aibu kubwa. Wakati president amekuja pahali need to be respected. Na hiyo ni ka group nimesema ya Pandi. Pandi ya milima iko wengine. Wakiongozwa na Dede Nyoro. Going with the choppers everywhere. I want to tell Dede Nyoro, Kikuyus, they are not ready for a young person like you. Na ukitaka kujua sema bunge serikali ivunjwe, usimame hiyo kiti. That's what I will say. Try and see. Hata Uhuru aliposimama mara ya kwanza, wakikuwa alisema huyu bado ni kijana, waacha rais, waacha Mwai Kibaki atengeneze nchi kwanza na tutampea akafua baadaye. We are not ready. Na mimi naona hata Dede Nyoro wanabeba pesa yote na mandege na wengine wanaenda huko kupeleka pesa huko. I'm asking Dede Nyoro, wewe umepeana pesa Murang'a ikatosha? Wewe umepeana Nyeri, umepeana Kiambu, umepeana Kirinyaga. But you just go and join the people who are inciting the country.
I want us to look at the objective of Oscar Sudi, in as much as is a leader in Uasin Gishu, but I want us to look at the objective of Oscar Sudi receiving Rigathi Gachagua in Eldoret. Number one, we know very well that Eldoret town, the major population or the larger population of the people that are doing businesses in Eldoret town is full of the Kikuyu. And for William Ruto for William Ruto to convince the people that does businesses in Eldoret town, that is the Kikuyu people that lives in Eldoret, for him to convince them that he's still working with Rigathi Gachagua, he had to make sure that Rigathi Gachagua is received or is given a better reception when he landed to Eldoret. That is the first reason. The people that does businesses in Eldoret town, most of them are Kikuyus. And for them to be convinced that Rigathi Gachagua and the president himself still work together, that there is nothing going on wrong between them, he had to direct that Rigathi Gachagua should be received in a better way by the president, by the senator, by the MPs, or by the MCAs, by the governor in Uasin Gishu. That is number one. The second thing, Oscar Sudi had to make sure that he puts Rigathi Gachagua on monetization. Like he had to monitor the moves of Rigathi Gachagua. That is why he was directed to make sure that when Rigathi Gachagua comes to Eldoret, make sure that this and this is in place. We all know what has been happening for the past 1 week in between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, making Rigathi Gachagua wanting to bring that good relationship or handshake between him and Uhuru Kenyatta, simply because they were not in good terms with the president. So for a deputy or for president to confuse the people, he had to bring the Sudi's equation in, that let this guy be received so that everyone should know that we are in good terms. Another thing, there is something that Gakuya talked about. I want you to listen to what Gakuya talked about. Gakuya talked about marriage. And the marriage that he was referring to, it was the marriage between Rigathi Gachagua and the president. And he was saying that if the marriage does not work, sometimes divorce is the best solution. Listen to Gakuya.
The counter is simple. It's either the marriage materialize and move on, or if there is difficulties, people part.
Okay.
Yes, because it is not cast on a stone that it should be permanent. There's no permanent enmity in politics, and there is also no permanent friendship in politics. If you think that I have become a burden, and then there comes an element of betrayal, at that time, then you decide what next. Because if things are being crafted and are crafted to discredit you and create your failure, because the situation as it is, it's obvious that the young turks of Dede Nyoro and the team of Itumbi and the team like Mwangi Kiunjuri, these are young tax that are actually being spent to spoil the image of Gachagua from his homeyard. We have seen this there before during Mwenje and Dr. Karanja, when Mwenje was used to finish Dr. Karanja. So that's how politics works.
So who's using these people? Because there's a statement even from the Council of Governors chairperson, Anne Waiguru, saying that these positions do not belong to anyone. They're given to you in trust. And anybody's ambition is valid. So don't you think everybody's ambition is valid?
But as much as that statement is being put on the table, the wise man always takes a lot. And you must ask yourself, what is this other campaign? Dende was in the same team with the Honorable Regale. And we asked him when the president was looking for a running mate, are you ready, Dende, to go for running mate? Then we pray the mechanism and ask the president to give you the support from the Muranga area.
So that was a conversation that was had?
Of course. And that we are in Nanyuki.
Okay.
And he stated very clearly he's not interested and he just won't go to Karo. And that's why we decided to move to the other candidate. There was an opportunity for him. What is this which has changed just within a year? And then we have started a very vigorous campaign all over the country. And as if Dede is intending to contest for presidency in 2027.
He hasn't said so.
It's only a fool who you can cheat that actually you have started a campaign today to run all the way to 2032. 10 years in campaign for presidency. Then the signs are very clear that there is a mechanism either to drop Gachagua in the middle and especially in 2027 and bring in another candidate. How do you manage that? Probably the head of state does not want to go directly to that route. But it tells, the logic tells you, use Dende to discredit Gachagua so that its being as community is not in support of this man, and therefore to change him and change change the candidature in 2027 will be very easy.
Okay.
And the last one, the last objective is this issue of political betrayal. William Ruto knows very well that he betrayed Uhuru Kenyatta. And everybody knows that. Let us not lie. And it is now time that he is thinking that the deputy president is going to betray him automatically. Okay, of course he has betrayed, he has already betrayed the deputy president by bringing in the Mudavadi's equation and saying and joining hands with the Luyas, making an alliance known as the Kaliluyas. That is a betrayal because, okay, I thought that maybe the Luyas, the Kikuyus would have formed an alliance with the Luya, with the Kalenjins again to form the next government. But things turned upside down. Maybe the way we thought it would work, it is not going to work like that, because already Mudavadi has been said that he's going to vie for the presidency coming 2032, which gives us a lot of questions that how will Musalia Mudavadi be the deputy president or become the president of the Republic of Kenya coming 2032 without becoming the deputy president? Or what is the plan? Is the plan of William Ruto to support him coming 2032, but he has to be supported coming 2027? Will the people of Luya support the Kalenjins without one of them being in the government? That is a very important question. So the question of the political betrayal is also seen in this. I don't know what you think. That is just my thought. I also like to listen to your thought at the comment section. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, please. If you're meeting for the first time, as I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. You can tell me what you think. And until you meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.